All right. Oh, happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are having a great one. We've got two videos coming up, probably three. One's going to be talking about Slipknot because I got an opportunity, a chance to go see Slipknot for the first time in Daytona International Speedway for Welcome to Rockville's big celebration after over 2 years of not rocking out due to the pandemic. Well, I will have a story, in-depth story about how I got those tickets. But I got, like, let me tell you, I just went Thursday night, and Thursday night was pretty on the fire, and they just set the tone for the rest of the weekend. But I got one person I'm going to be talking about, a specific band that played before Slipknot and A Day to Remember. I'll probably do a Day to Remember just analysis of what went on during for the festival. So that might be three. Well, so me and my buddies, David and David, that's their tag name from their father and son duo. I've been doing this since 2017, rocking out with them, enjoying ourselves, everything. It was great to get out. Let me tell you, I saw some pretty shitty, just non-rock artists, in my opinion. Very shitty. Just, they could just get, the card was just like, Thursday's like, we're gonna put the shitty bands on Thursday, the good bands the rest of the week, let's do that. And it was great. It was pretty dope. It was like, everybody's walking around. I came up, showed up as Tony Stark, saying, like, told my buddies, like, you're ain't gonna have a party without me like this. Like, you ain't gonna count me out. So I showed up. So it was later on in the day, and I heard some, brass warming up. I like, being a musician and being a trumpet player. When you hear horns jamming, about to jam out, you're like, okay, this is gonna be fucking good, And let me say, first of all, I like the approach of how Brass Against is doing. I don't like the lead singer. Like, I feel like she ruined a couple of Tool songs, and she ruined a couple of Rage Against the Machine. So, by the way, this is my Chewbacca onesie. I've had it for years. I was like, yes, it's cold enough for me to break it out. So I thought of breaking it out. So I got the Chewbacca onesie. It's my day off before I go back to work tomorrow. So I just we'll record my videos in this, and we'll keep it going. So yeah, it wasn't. I'm not really a big fan. I had only reason why I was at Rockville was because for Slipknot. I wasn't even there for A Day to Remember, but I was there for A Day to Remember because I was there for Slipknot. And it was off the chain. But so I didn't watch the full set of Sophia Urista and Brass Against, and it was all right. And it was just like, from the far distance, I was just like, I'm not impressed as a musician. I'm not really impressed. Like, I understand your Brass Against, but I want to see y'all play some original content as well. Play some of your original music too, because you can always play all the original stuff. You can play all the covers for different bands and stuff, and also Tool has basically recruited them to open for them. So after what just happened, I'm not sure if Tool is going to keep them on their tour schedule. So we'll see, because I would like to go see Tool next year. Honestly to God, I would like to see Tool. They announced Rockville 2022 in May. Kiss, Guns N' Roses, Foo Fighters, and Korn. And I'm like, I could do that. I could do that. Because y'all basically go all the way to, let's go all the way to back to November. I like the weather in November instead of May. I was wearing a blazer at that point. On Thursday, I was wearing a blazer, dressed up as Tony Stark, because I'm about my business, So, I didn't find out until like a couple days ago. My dad called me about it, asked me if I saw it, and I was like, yeah, I saw it like a day later. Like, and this got nothing to do with like, I don't like the debate is open, the conversation is open. I know rockers have done crazy shit on the stage in front of people. You know, Ozzy Osbourne bit off heads off of bats and different stuff for the effects and everything. We know the Red Hot Chili Peppers jumped off, like stripped naked until they had socks on their dicks and everything. So I understand that, but this was very inhumane in my opinion. It was very inhumane, and it was very degrading. That's how I see it, because it's unprofessional as a band. As for me, as an up and coming musician, that's unprofessional unless you're. And I'm not even saying. I'm not even saying. Some people was like, but y'all, Slipknot did a lot of crazy shit back then. Yeah, they did crazy shit back then, but they ain't gonna stoop to that level. They may be crazy motherfuckers, but crazy motherfuckers got some fucking smart sense. And what Sophia Urich did was disgraceful as a musician, as just for her, just as for her. How the hell are you gonna take a fan, strip your ass off, and then just start urinating on the fan? I just don't know how. Like, I'm just like, we just went through a pandemic. We had to wait over fucking 2 years to have a fucking concert. And your fucking dumbass wants to fucking just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm glad we had concerts. I'm glad you guys are playing music. But what the fuck, Sophie? Like, seriously, what was going through your fucking head? That's not fucking cool. And that makes the rest of us musicians like, okay. And I noticed, I checked on couple of my I checked on their Facebook page, their social media page, her social media pages. She has not issued an apology for what she did. The band is, because the band is trying to cover her ass. What the fuck? Y'all saying like, oh, basically, you know, we had a great time at Rockville. Sophia got carried away. We didn't realize what she was doing, and it got out of hand. Like, what the fuck? I hope Danny Wimmer does not have you guys come back out to Daytona. Because, like, honestly, I do not want to see shit show artists like you. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about the musicians yourself. I'm talking about Sophia Urich. Sophie, you gotta get your shit together. Seriously. Like, as me, Fufu, the up-and-coming bassist that's trying to start his own band, I wouldn't do that for my band. I want to have my band to be where we can be like we're pristine, we're this and we're that, but we ain't gonna do no crazy antics, not unless we have to. But not that crazy. But Jesus, Sophie, like, have you lost your everlasting mind? I know I'm into crazy shit, but peeing on somebody on top of stage, I know they done crazy stuff on stage before, but we just got through a pandemic. There people are trying to say we gotta wear a mask. No, was not wearing a mask. Well, come on, did you know what you're getting into, man? Come on, man. And it was voluntary, so it wasn't really, people want to say on the comments, basically they want to say, oh, it's because it's political. No, keep that political shit out of your mouth. I'm tired of this shit. We finally had music. Nobody brought anything political at this festival. And I'm fucking glad until this woman shows up. You're making Rage Against the Machine look bad, and you're making Tool looks bad, and you could get dropped as a band, all together. To where that's less exposure and maybe a PR stunt in my it could be, but that's a no fly for me as a musician. That's a no fly for me, and I'm very just like irritated at that fact that Sophia Urich gets to do all this and not be held accountable. The band wants to cover up for her ass, and that's not cool. So that's my first video for today. You tune in. Also follow me on Facebook, Fufu Nader, on Facebook. Instagram is fooflishes_foofinator. Same tag as for Twitch. No, Twitch is foolish_foofinator. And then I'm still getting better, but yeah, we're gonna go get ready for on to the next video because I'm just doing in between recording sessions right now. So I hope you guys are having a great day.